Hey, whoa, my voice, my voice is not ready. Well, I chose the wrong color shirt today, I think. Oh well. How are you guys? According to me, so already we have a question in the chat. According to me is pretty strange because we use according to. Somebody wants to know, can we use according to me? According to me. Well, let's go. According to me is strange because we only use according to talk about, well, this person said this, right? So we would say according to Ian Duval. According to Ian Duval, what did Marianne say? Oh yeah, Game of Thrones is boring. Do you guys know the TV show Game of Thrones? It's probably the most popular TV show, like drama in English. Anyways, so this is what Ian thinks or Marianne thinks. This means this is not my opinion, okay? So don't say according to me. Just say, in my opinion, Game of Thrones is an awesome show. But according to Marianne, who is Ian Duval, it's boring. Oh, Marianne doesn't have any comments. Guys, thank you for joining the class today. I'm not sure how many students are going to join today because we have changed our clocks in North America, and not only in North America, and in many other countries. So on Sunday, we changed our clocks by 1 hour. Yeah, by 1 hour. According to Mark, it's going to rain today. Well, if I say that, yeah, if I said that, you could say according to the newspaper or according to the weather report, it's going to rain today. So guys, let me know. I want to know, like, did you guys change clocks too? Because this really this really is a problem for Smrt Live class, right? Because everybody is from a different country in the class, and I know, Kiran, Game of Thrones boring. I know, but Marianne thinks it's boring. So Josh's class will be difficult to watch. Yeah, I know. Gosh, daylight. It's called daylight savings time. Daylight saving. Oh, I thought it was daylight savings, but daylight saving time. So yeah, if you guys don't know, in North America, we actually have a special summertime. So in the summer, we advance the clocks by 1 hour. And so in November, we stop this. We go back to the normal time. So really, this is the normal time. The same happened in Brazil. So Milena, where are you? I'm sorry, where are you? Hell everyone or hello everyone? It's kind of different, right? Hell everyone and hello everyone. What's the difference? Hell everyone and hello everyone. Nisha's in TX. What's TX? Texas? Like in USA? Yeah, of course, Texas is North America. Mexico, did you change your Jose, did you change the times in the time in Mexico too? Tress, where are you? Where are you? In Spain. Oh, Angela. Okay, so Angela's in Spain. So you changed your clocks 2 weeks ago. Marianne, you guys changed yours in France in October. Yeah, I don't know why, but we do ours now in November. Tress Brown is here. Oh, Texas. You're in Texas too. Okay. Arshi's in India. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, people who are not watching this live and they cannot see the chat, they probably don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody's in Somalia. Hey, how's it going? Elena, you guys changed it here in Germany. So yeah, guys, so please understand that this, all of our Smrt Live classes are now at a different time, right? They're at a different time. So, go to the YouTube channel, because YouTube will show you the time. They will show you the time in your countries. So, example, in Vancouver, where I am, you can see that Josh's class today starts at 2:30. But if you guys open YouTube in your countries, it will show you your time, okay? So please, if you guys watch other classes like Josh's class, Neil's class, Nicole's class, or Sean's class, please look at the time, because the time is 1 hour different. Sissi, where are you? Where are you? Where are you in the world? San, I already answered your question. Sandy, I already talked about according to. Maybe you left. Maybe you went to the bathroom. But I'm sorry. So so probably many students tried to watch the class, but it wasn't on, right? Because we started 1 hour later. So I'm sorry about that. I put the information in the Facebook group. I put the information in the Facebook group yesterday. I'm sorry, it was a little late. Hi everyone, I just wanted to let you know that we changed our clocks, blah, 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 blah. Guys, join the Facebook group if you are not in the Facebook group. Probably everybody is. Facebook.com/groups/LEOF group. If you can use Facebook in your countries. I know some countries Facebook is not possible. So Rosa, guys, yeah, I know. So Josh's class is pretty late now. I'm sorry about that. We didn't think about this. We're new, right? We started doing this this year, and this is the first time change. Ceci's in Argentina. So and did you change the clocks in Argentina too? Pascoa is here. Pascoa's here. So you guys know that this class is free on YouTube. It's totally free, and you can join this class and watch it for free and chat with me during the class for free. We also have premium subscribers. So people like Ekaterina. I don't see Ekaterina. Maybe she's making dinner or something. Pascoa, Elena, Noriko, Zara, Khalid, many people in my class, right? Yeah, Sandy, I already answered your question. So maybe go back in the video and I talked about it. So we have premium subscribers, and these people pay money to support. So premium subscribers pay a monthly fee to support Smrt Live class, because we have a lot of bills to pay. And they pay money, and then they can use Smrt. Smrt is the website that we use in this. And I give them homework, and I make videos for them, special videos for them. And also today we started a video chat. So Milena, you're asking about what they were talking about. Well, so today before the class we did a video chat for 1 hour, just to the premium subscribers. And also you can get a certificate. I know a lot of students don't know this word. A certificate is this thing. So when you finish, if you want to finish, we will make a certificate for you to show, yes, this person studied English with Smrt for 2 months or 3 months. So please sign up if you can. Sign up to be a premium subscriber, and you can get 1 month free, just to try it. So I know some people have signed up to try it. I think Andre is trying it this month, and Thushara is trying it. Thushara, are you here? Are you here in the chat? Mihai, I think, is trying it, and Rick is trying it. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Okay, so by the way, premium subscribers, I think we will do this on Wednesdays. We will do the video chat on Wednesdays at the same time as my class. I think that will be better for everybody because some people are busy, right? So I think we will do the video chat on Wednesdays at the same time as my class, or maybe 1 hour before my class because Noriko, it's very late. So Elena, let me know in an email if that's okay for you. If we do it maybe 1 hour this time or 1 hour before my class time on Wednesdays, not Tuesdays, but maybe Wednesdays. You like it on Wednesdays, Elena? Cool. Fatih's back. Fatih, long time no see. How are you? Yeah, the time change didn't. Yeah, so some countries do it and some countries don't do it. I know China, well, no, China's different. China doesn't have any time zones. Do you guys know this? China doesn't have any time zones, which is really, really, really interesting. Because, you know, Canada is a very big country. So Vancouver's here. Let me put my finger over here. And Toronto is over here. It's different time, right? But China, very big country, and everywhere is the same time. I missed you too, Fatih. I have been having problems sleeping because you stopped coming to my class. Anyways, guys, today, where's Carla? Because Carla wanted, maybe Carla's busy today. Carla asked me to continue talking about the past perfect. And I will definitely do that. So today we're gonna continue talking about the past perfect. We're gonna start with a kind of a grammar listening activity. A grammar listening activity. Canada is the second biggest country in the world. Yeah, it's true. For size, not people. Canada's a really small country for people. We're going to start with a grammar listening activity, and then we're going to do some grammar exercises about the past perfect. So let's get started. I just forgot, before I continue, you guys probably can see the link under the YouTube video, but if you want to sign up to be a premium subscriber, please do so at www.smrt.me/smrt/live, and I'll put this in the chat right now, and then we'll stop talking about that. There you guys go. Sign up, please. We need your support. Anyways, let's get going. So, premium subscribers, in Smrt, you can open up Unit 3, and we're going to continue looking at Listening 3.2. So, for homework, I asked you to listen to this. So, the premium subscribers have already listened to this. Remember, in Unit 3 in Smrt 120, we are talking about forces of nature. And we're talking a lot about natural disasters. What's an example of a natural disaster? Well, of course, earthquakes are the most common, right? Earthquakes and hurricanes and tsunamis. Very, very common. Well, not super common, but tsunamis. What are some other natural disasters? Floods, blizzards, landslides. We have talked about all these things in the vocabulary. We talked about the vocabulary a lot. Volcano eruptions, yeah. So volcano is a kind of mountain, right? So volcano eruptions. Tornadoes. Yeah, floods, we talked about that. Tornado is like a hurricane, right? Like a hurricane. Blizzards. Drought, thank you, Stephen Blair. Drought means no rain. No rain. Listen to my pronunciation. Drought. These letters are so strange in English, you know. What is this word? Well, this word is thought. But what is this word? This word is though, right? And then now we have this word, drought. So listen, thought, though, drought. Very different, right? Anyways, yeah, heat waves for sure. Yeah, France has a lot of those, right? Heat waves, just really hot weather. France, I know you guys have a lot of heat waves for some reason. Anyways, I used to, what does that mean? I used to live in Japan. Maybe really easy for some students, but what does that mean? I used to live in Japan. There's two things about this that we should understand. I used to. And Kate, you made a mistake about this in your homework, right? You wanted to say a different meaning of used to. But this meaning, what does this meaning mean? I used to live in Japan. I think I told you guys this, or Marianne definitely knows this, right? I used to live in Japan. If I say used to, I used to do something. Okay, Rosa, very good. So it means, number one, I don't live there anymore. And what else does it mean about the past? And Elena's right. I lived in Japan for a long time. I lived in Japan. So used to has two meanings. It means, number one, not anymore. And number two, in the past for a long time. I did this, right? So example, Marianne, Marianne, you should change your name because I always want to use your real name. Marianne used to do competitive, what is it called, Marianne? Swimming, I'll just say swimming. Marianne used to do competitive swimming. I think you used to. Do you still do it, Marianne? So I'm sorry, Marianne, maybe I should have asked before I talked about that. Sorry, Marianne. She doesn't do this anymore, right? And she did this for a long time. Synchronized swimming, thank you. Synchronized, how do I spell that? Oh no, I made a mistake. Synchronized, there we go. Synchronized swimming, I don't know if you guys, it's not really important English. Let me just try to find a picture of synchronized swimming so you understand what I'm talking about. Synchronized swimming, whoa, look at this. This is synchronized swimming. So synchronize means at the same time, synchronize. Whoa. Okay, what am I talking about? So I used to live in Japan, yeah. And I used to live in a small town. My apartment is now gone, Can you guys guess why my apartment's gone? It's gone. It has disappeared. The building has disappeared. Can you guys guess why? What happened to my apartment? Oh, look at this coffee. Oh, this is so beautiful. Big coffee, little milk, delicious. Guilherme. Espirito Santo here too. I don't understand what that means. Rebuilt, how? I moved out, fire, earthquake, because tsunami destroyed it. Yeah, it's gone now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I came back to Canada. I came back to Canada in 2001. So I'm very old now. But a tsunami, do you guys remember the big tsunami, the big earthquake in Japan? I think when was it, 2008? I think it was 2008. So many people lost their homes. Many people died. Very sad. Very, 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 very sad. And actually, the Canadian College of English Language, very cool. Canadian College of English Language We took many Japanese people. We took them and we put them in homes in Vancouver, in Canada. It was really cool. So many Japanese people, they had no homes, so they came to Canada and they studied English for free here, and they lived here. So let's talk about one person, this guy named Hiromaru Sasazaki, and sometimes he watches our classes. So hey, Hiromaru, this guy had a crazy story. He was in the tsunami. And he almost died. He was very lucky he didn't die. What we're going to do here is an example of, a small town in Japan. This is what happened because it had a really big earthquake. What was the rating? What did it measure on the Richter scale? What did the earthquake measure on the Richter scale? Premium subscribers. Do you guys remember? Because the premium subscribers did some homework about this already. Do you guys remember? What was the rating? And if you guys don't understand Richter scale, well, I'm sorry, but we talked about that in previous lessons in vocabulary. Yeah, thank you, Kate. It was 9.0 on the Richter scale. It's crazy strong. Just so you guys know, I'm not a scientist, but 9.1 is 10 times stronger than 9.0. Do you guys know that? It was 9.0. It's crazy. So like, I don't know how it works, but it's super strong earthquake, super strong. And my wife is Japanese, and her family, many people, they lost their homes. Just crazy. Anyways, we'll stop talking about that, Mark. But I want you guys to, actually, yeah, I'll make a copy myself. Usually I don't show exercises in this class. I usually use the exercises for my premium subscribers. So this is an example of what the premium subscribers do for homework. Now, I hope you guys can see this okay. Let me make this a little bit bigger. How's that? So what we're going to do is we're going to read this together, and if you can't see it clearly, please turn on the HD on your YouTube, okay? A lot of text. Okay. So you can see here that we have a listening activity. We're just going to listen to, I think it's actually me reading it. And we have some grammar questions here. So example number 1, he looked or he was looking. So guys, start reading the chat and start typing your answers. What do you think is the first one? Let me just make this a different color. Let me make it blue. How's that? Actually, let's change the blue. How's that? Okay. Let me try that. So yeah, so type your answers. Say number 1 looked or number 1 was looking. Swati, we're gonna talk about the past perfect, the past tense, and the past continuous today. Okay, so let's play the listening.
On March 11th, 2011, at 2:46 p.m., near the northeastern coast of the country, Japan experienced an undersea earthquake measuring 9.0 on the Richter scale. Shortly after,
Hiromaru Sasazaki. What do you think is number 1? We have to look at the complete sentence. something at the damage in his fishing shop and this is the name of the town, right? Because we have a capital letter. He was looking at the damage in his fishing shop when, oh, I just told you the answer, didn't I? When a tsunami alarm went off. Okay? So I want to continue talking about the past tenses. So look at my hands, right? He was looking, okay, this was in progress. He wasn't finished. He was looking at the damage in his fishing shop when a tsunami alarm went off. It went off. Japan has tsunami alarms. In Canada, we don't have tsunami alarms. Do you guys have tsunami alarms in your town? Japan is, you know, very close to the ocean, right? Everywhere is close to the ocean, and tsunamis are a big danger. So, he was looking. Yeah, very good. Look at Rosa's comment. When is the key word here. Thank you, Rosa. Rosa always helps me teach class, right? He was looking at the damage when a tsunami alarm went off. When a tsunami alarm went off. Yeah, no, we don't have tsunami alarms either. So what happened next? Remember, past simple talks about the order, right? So people didn't do anything. I think I'm not gonna, it's just listening to me, so I think I'll just read it. People didn't do anything. People didn't do anything. A storm alarm, cool. All right, so the alarm went off, and then next, people didn't do anything because 2 days earlier, okay, 2 days earlier. Now, last lesson, we started talking about past perfect, and it got a little confusing, right? We use past perfect if something happened before another past time, right? But we only do this if the time is not clear, okay? If the time is not clear. If the time is clear, it is not necessary to use the past perfect. Sorry, sometimes I use capitals and sometimes I don't. I'm trying to fix that. So if the time is clear, it's not really necessary to use the past perfect. Okay? Whoops. So here, it's clear. 2 days earlier, okay, so we understand now. We understand that this action happened before this because of this information here. So another alarm went off. Okay? This one, it's clear. But look here. Look here. Look at this sentence. Another alarm went off after an earthquake had turned up waves. Here we have past perfect. Why? Why? Why do we have past perfect here? Remember, past perfect means it happened before another thing. That's really, really, really important to understand. So when did this happen? This happened before what? Before what? You guys look at the sentence. Tell me, this happened before what? Let me know in the chat. I'm waiting. Okay. Dominican Republic. Chari's in the Dominican Republic. So yeah, you have tsunami alarms. Interesting. So I really want to focus on the past perfect today, guys, because I don't think it's that difficult, but a lot of students are very confused about it. This one we use past perfect because we want to show it happened. Yes, Rosa, thank you. No, Kate, no. I know it's confusing, but this one is it talking about before this one? Yes. Yes, you guys, yeah, some of you guys are writing that. Yeah. Yeah, Vivek, you're right. But it gets confusing. It gets confusing, right? 2 days earlier. Okay, so now we're talking about 2 days earlier. What happened? Another alarm went off, right? Another alarm went off. Well, why? Why did the alarm go off? Why did the alarm go off? Right? Look at the sentence. Why did the alarm go off? Why did the alarm go off 2 days ago? Right? Well, the alarm went off because an earthquake had started or had happened. Maybe it's not right away, right? Do you guys see how we use it? The alarm went off because an earthquake had happened. This means this action happened and finished before this. Before this. So let's continue. This time, however, the alarm gave warning of 3-meter waves. 3-meter waves. Think about that. 3-meter waves. It doesn't seem like much, right? 3-meter waves, but 3-meter waves can totally destroy a town, like my town. It's crazy. Okay, so the alarm, look guys, look. The alarm gave warning. It gave. Think about the verbs. It gave warning of 3-meter waves. But next, what happened? This didn't scare Hito. Okay, this didn't scare him. So the alarm gave warning. It warned. But next, it didn't scare Hito. Why? Because his town, what? You guys write the answers, please, in the chat. What do you think? His town had or was having a wall? His town had or was having? What do you think? His town, something, a wall along the coast. Coast is a line, right? You guys understand coast. So if I want to say something continues on the line, we use the preposition along. Okay? Along the coast. So now this one is okay. His town. This meaning of have is really like possession, and we've talked about this. This meaning of have is a state verb. So a state verb or stative verb, we don't use continuous. We don't. So the answer is had. Had a wall along the coast much higher than 3 meters. Okay, so what happened next? What happened next? He decided to go home to his wife. Now, was he scared? You guys, did he go home because he was scared? What do you think? What did we talk about? Let's not forget about the meaning of the story. Remember, the alarm went off. Was he scared? Did the alarm scare him? If so, why do you think that? And if not, why was he not scared? Why was he not scared? He was not scared. Many people are writing that. He was not scared. Yeah, you can go ahead and you can look at the next one, right? But why was he not scared? Do you guys understand that? Why was he not scared? Yeah. Past perfect is always had plus PP, yeah. But why was he not scared? Answer my question, guys. I want to make sure you understand the story too. I don't want to just talk about the grammar. Why wasn't he scared? Why wasn't he scared? Right? What does this mean, as? Yes, Tress, very good. Yes, cuz. Yeah, look at Mohammed's interesting spelling. He was used to it. Very good, Luis. Yeah, very good, Luis Antonio Suarez. Mi grupo de inglés. Because his town had a wall. Many, if you look in Japan, many towns have walls. It's crazy. Like the beach has a big wall, right? Because the waves were only 3 meters high. And how big was the wall? Well, the wall was much higher than 3 meters, much higher. Good. Okay, you guys understand. So let's go to the next one. He decided to go home to his wife when he. Now, when he. So he decided to go home to his wife when he arrived. When he arrived, his wife was gone. Okay, his wife. Now this gets confusing. This gets confusing because sometimes we use past participles as adjectives. Right? Now guys, listen, this is why you guys get confused. And I'm sorry it's so boring, but you have to listen. You have to listen to me explain. Okay? So his wife was gone. What's the verb in this sentence? What's the verb in this sentence? There's only one verb, actually. What is the verb? His wife was gone. And I'm sorry, if you're watching this lesson on YouTube after the class, sometimes I wait because I'm looking at the chat. Okay, the chat. And yes, it is boring. I'm sorry, Vivek, but a lot of students want to understand this. So I don't care. It's boring. The verb is was. Okay, the verb is was. This is not a verb in this sentence. This is actually an adjective, just like this. The door was closed. This is a verb. This is not a verb. This looks like a verb, but it's an adjective. Sometimes it's a verb. Sometimes, if I do this, example, by Elena, this is a verb now. Okay, this is called passive. What does this mean? Well, this means Elena closed the door, right? But if I just say this, the door was closed. Oh my God. It is still much more interesting than Game of Thrones. Nice, Marianne, nice. Gone with the wind, is it a verb? I don't know. That's a good question. Gone with the wind. Maybe it's a verb, maybe it's an adjective. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think it's a verb in this meaning. It's difficult. That's a good question, Rosa. I think it's a verb in this sentence. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit, okay? Because this is a really big area for confusion with students. I am interested. Is this interested? Is it a verb or an adjective? What do you guys think in this sentence? I am interested, or yeah, interested. Is it a verb or an adjective? What do you think? I'll give you some more examples. I was frightened. Now, guys, remember, when I talk about verbs and adjectives, please remember verbs. When I say verbs, usually I'm talking about actions. Actions happen, right? But adjectives are usually describing states. Okay, so let's write that. Verbs usually, not always, but usually describe actions, and adjectives usually describe states. So I was, okay. Somebody's talking about where they're from. Thank you for joining from Algeria. Yeah. Some people have very slower internet, so it's a little bit, they're talking about different things. Okay, well, you know what? I asked you, is it a verb or an adjective? Well, actually, it's not really clear. I am interested in sports, for example. This is an adjective. This is describing my state. Okay, I was frightened last night. Well, these are adjectives. These are adjectives. But remember, be plus a past participle is usually also describing passive voice. Passive voice, right? So her speech really interested me. How do we write this? How do we write this in the passive voice? How do we write this in the passive voice? Right? Or the movie frightened the child. How do we write this in the passive voice? How do we write this in the passive voice? So we're going to talk about past passive probably next week, but last week we talked about present passive. So we talked about am or is or are, right? I am facing the same problem. What do you mean, Vivek? What do you mean? Okay, so we have some answers now. So the passive voice, we would say I passed. We would say I was interested by her speech. Okay, so look at this sentence. Look at this sentence. Now, what did you guys say? What did you say? You said this is an adjective, right? Let's put these in bullets. This one is an adjective, right? But what is this one now? What is this one? Is this an adjective? Let's say when I was a child, I was interested in sports. Okay, so this is an adjective. But what is this one? It's a little bit different, isn't it? This is a verb. Do you guys see the difference? Yeah. A noun, Zara, a noun? It's not a noun. Nouns are things or people or places. It's not an adverb, Ekaterina. It's not an adverb. No, adverbs usually describe verbs. Sometimes they describe adjectives. Okay, let's look at this one. I was frightened last night. I was frightened last night. So let's put this here. This is difficult, guys. If you think this is difficult, that's good, because this is difficult. But it's important. The movie frightened the child. So here it's a verb. Okay? So let's change this to the passive voice. The child, you guys help me. Nisha has already done it, right? Thank you, Nisha. The child was frightened by the movie. Good. So this one is a verb. And this one, it's a little bit unclear, but I think it's describing my feeling last night. So we're going to say this one is an adjective. Let's do some more actions. Now, trust me. This is related to the past perfect. We're gonna talk about, we are talking about the past perfect. Please explain the difference of a verb and adjective in these two sentences. Okay, Ali. So this sentence, frightened, is focusing on what happened. What action happened? Okay? What did the movie do to the child? Okay? What did the movie do? Okay? This one is an adjective. And this adjective it's focusing on the state. What continued, right? What feeling continued for the child? Or for me, sorry, I. Right? How did you feel, Mark? Oh, I was frightened. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. I couldn't enter the room because the door was closed. So don't worry about this. Okay, the door was closed. Hold on, Natik. We don't need past perfect yet. Okay, we don't need past perfect. Okay, now look here. Now we're going to start talking about the past. Okay, this is the part of the English that intimidates you. Yeah, this is the part of English. Seriously, guys, I freaking love grammar. And, you know, students say, oh, I don't understand. And then I start talking about this, and students are like, oh my God, this is so crazy. But if you want to understand English correctly, just listen. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Okay? You just have to focus. You have to pay attention. I know it's super boring. I know. But actually, to me, it's super interesting. But maybe to you guys, it's super boring. Okay, look here. I couldn't enter the room. Don't worry about this. Okay? Just look at this. Because the door was closed. Okay? Rosa's right. Now look at this word. Is this word talking about an action? Or is this word talking about the state of the door? Okay, an action, like what happened? Or is this one talking about the state of the door? Ah, Rosa. It's not boring, or Katerina's not boring for you. But Katerina, you're crazy. You like English grammar. Most people don't like English grammar. Although I guess if you're watching the Smrt live class, you probably like English grammar, right? Oh, Navjot? No, Navjot's not here. I'm super weird, Mark. So are you, Marianne. No offense. We're all weird, aren't we? We're all weird. That's good. I like weird people. Normal people are boring. So, is this talking about? Yeah, you guys are all right. Excellent. You're all right. This one, the door was closed, is just describing the state of the door. If you don't understand state is like a condition. Okay, you use like a dictionary or a Google Translate, right? We're talking about the condition of the door. It's just like this: the door was red, or the door was big, or the door was, I don't know what. The door was heavy, right? The door was closed. Now this is really confusing for students because closed, like red is, of course, it's not a verb. It's an adjective. Or heavy, of course, it's not a verb. It's an adjective. But this one, students are like, what? It's an adjective? But ed is a verb. Not always. I'm sorry. Right? Look, I'm married. That's not a verb. That's an adjective. Okay. So this is talking about the state of the door. Right? Okay. But what happens if I do this? The door was closed by Ekaterina. What is this now? Is this talking about the condition or state of the door? Or is it talking about what happened to the door? Insaf, I don't know what language that is, so I can't help you. Sorry. Yes, Vivek, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, boring. Sometimes boring is important. Yeah, this one is, look. This one's talking about what happened. This one's talking about what happened to the door. Pascoa, do you understand? Are you there? Pascoa? You guys got to drink some coffee in Algeria. It's very late right now. You need to drink some delicious Arabic coffee. Arabian coffee? Arabic is a language. Good. Pascoa is there. Good. Good. Okay. Now, one thing we should understand is we don't always need by plus the agent. This is called the agent. Who did the action? It's called the agent. We don't always need by plus the agent because sometimes the agent is not important, or sometimes we don't know, so it's not known, or sometimes sometimes it's clear. So maybe I don't want to say this, right? Everybody saw. Oh yeah, Ekaterina closed the door. We saw it, so we don't need this. So sometimes the door was closed. It depends on the meaning. Like, we will understand when we're talking English. Maybe this is an adjective, and maybe this is a verb. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand that? Of course, if I write by Ekaterina, if I write this, of course it's a verb. But if I don't include this, maybe it's a verb, maybe it's an adjective. Usually it's an adjective, I think, but maybe not. Maybe I'm talking about what happened to the door. Is that clear? Is that okay? Zara understands, Rosa understands, Ekaterina understands. Okay. Why is Mark talking about this? Because remember, we were talking about this. But I started talking about something else. Okay. Let's go back here. Look at this sentence. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it here. Okay. I'm going to cancel that. Okay. Now, in this sentence, we have here the verb phrase, I couldn't enter the room. And we have this one. Maybe it's a verb. Maybe it's an adjective. Okay? Now, I actually know in this sentence, I know for sure that this is an adjective. Why? Why? Because if this is a verb, we need to use past perfect. What? Past perfect passive. Oh my God. Had plus PP, right, is past perfect. But passive, we need be plus PP. So we put them together. Had been, because what's the PP of be? Had been closed. Had been closed. You understand? Had, what's PP of be? PP is past participle, right? So what's the PP of be? Been, right? So now we started the passive, and we need been plus a past participle, closed, because the door had been closed. So look at the difference. Look at the difference. In this here, which one is the verb? Let's call this one number one. What's the verb in this part here? What's the verb? Ugh, I hate that color. What color? We'll use pink for Rosa, okay? I think Rosa likes pink. And number two, let's do this. No, okay. And number two, what's the verb? You guys let me know. I know this is super difficult, I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys will understand this. Okay, so yes, so number one, the verb is was, right? And what be is a state verb. So state verbs actually have, they continue for a long time. And remember, state verbs, we don't need ing, right? So this is the meaning. I couldn't enter, look at my hand. I couldn't enter the room because the door was closed. This is like a continuous state. The door was closed. But look at this one, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. I couldn't enter the room because something had happened to the door. Somebody had done an action to the door. Somebody had closed the door. Do you understand the difference? So this one, closed is the verb. And this one, was is the verb. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Don't worry, I'll give you some more examples. Does this kind of make sense to you guys? Does this kind of make sense? Closed is really crazy. It's really crazy. You still don't know what happened to Hito? I know, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll talk more about Hito next class. Okay, let's do another example. Let's do another example. What's another example? So-so. Zara's so-so. Okay. Well, let's not. Okay, well, let's do one more example about adjectives. What's another adjective like this? Okay, I got a good one. Used. It jumped. Okay. Marianne doesn't know. Okay, hold on. Let's do another example. Now, used. If you look at a dictionary, let's just type a dictionary. 1 hour is not enough. Should have class all day. Look, used, if you check a dictionary, it says adjective. It says adjective, right? But of course, use is also a verb, right? It's also a verb. And what's the past tense of use as a verb? Well, it's used, right? Okay, so it's sometimes an adjective and sometimes it's a verb. Okay. All right, thank you, Rosa. Okay, so okay, I bought a used computer yesterday. In this sentence, used, is it an adjective or is it a verb? Let me guys know. Is it an adjective or a verb? Let me know. And yeah, Steve, finished is a good one. Did Natip say that? I'm sorry, I missed that. I sometimes miss comments because I'm typing or something. But yeah, Steve, thank you. I will talk about finished. Thank you. I'll write this down. Good. I bought a used computer yesterday. Okay. Right. Why was the computer cheap? Why was it cheap? Because it was used? Because okay, like, why, usually used is cheap, right? It's cheaper, not cheap, but cheaper. If it's used, it's cheaper. So why was it cheap? Because it was slow, because it was heavy. Because it was, I don't know, what's another, I'm losing the internet here. Okay. Because it was used. So this is an adjective, right? This is an adjective. Everybody understands that? This is an adjective. It was used. But what if I want to, what does used mean? What does used mean? Well, used means in the past, someone used it, right? If something is used, this means someone has already used it. Oh, present perfect. Has already used it, right? So let's talk about the present now. Now the computer is cheap because it's used. What does that mean? What does that mean? Someone has already used it. What? What? This is an adjective. This is a verb. This is present perfect, baby, because we're talking about before the present. But now let's go back. Let's go back. Why was the computer cheap? Because it was used. Well, what happened? What happened before you bought it? What happened before you bought it? What action happened to the computer before you bought it? Right? Now we want to talk about before this time. Somebody tell me. Because someone, just change this right here. Just change it to the past perfect. Because someone, please. No, we don't need passive, Rosa. We don't need passive because I have someone. But I will write the passive too. Someone had used it. Because passive, so we use this one first. Because it had, now passive, remember we need be. So it had been used. Jose, don't use present perfect because now we're talking about the past. How is that? So these ones are verbs. These ones are verbs, right? These ones are together. This one's passive. This one's active. Okay, here's the verb. And we'll include the helping verbs too. But this has the same meaning as an adjective because it was used. And in this sentence, this is an adjective. Was. Was is the adjective. Excuse me. Was is the verb. It had been used. Those are, yeah. Jose, are you my old student? Your name looks very familiar. Chong Alvarez. Did you come to Vancouver? Let's do one more example with finished. Let's do one more example and then we'll finish class. Finished is sometimes an adjective. Sorry. Sorry, students always get angry. They're like, what? It's an adjective? Yeah. Look, it's an adjective. That's why we say in English, guys, you say, I'm finished. I'm old. I'm hungry. I'm finished. Yeah, you're my old student, right? Sorry, Jose. I remember you. I remember you. You're from Mexico. Where are you from? Where are you from in Mexico? You're from Mexico City? You were here for a long time. But finished is sometimes an adjective, but sometimes, of course, it's a verb, right? So, how do you say this? Present. Don't worry about past. My homework is finished. What's another way to say this? This is an adjective, right? This is an adjective. Yeah. So how do we use how do we say this with a verb? How do we say this with a verb? I, remember we're talking about the present, right? So remember I did 5 classes on the present perfect, right? So if we're describing the present with a past action, we need present perfect. Okay? Yeah, Steve's right. You can also say done. So remember, Steve, what's another way to say this sentence with the present perfect? And we need finish or do as a verb. Good job, Ali. Good job, Angela. Okay. I have finished my homework, or I have done my homework. Okay, good. So let's go to the past now. Last night I had a lot of free time. Why? Why? Good, Zara. Good, Kate. Good, Steve. Why did I have a lot of free time? Let's use finished as an adjective or done as an adjective. Done. Let me just show you that done is also an adjective. See? Done is also an adjective. Okay? Why did I have a lot of free time? Talk about my homework. I didn't have homework last night. Why? Because my homework was finished. Right? Thank you, Mohammed. You're right. Yeah. My homework. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Sorry. I made a typing mistake. My homework was finished. This is an adjective. But Zara, you're right. Right. What's another way to say this? What's another way to say this? My homework was finished. Well, what had I done before last night? What had I done? My homework was finished. Yes, Angela, I had finished my homework. This is an adjective, and this is a verb. Class is finished. We have finished class for today. You guys understand that? I think I did a good job today. I think I taught a good class today. I think I did a good job because in your comments you guys are writing the correct things. Yeah, you're finished, Mark. Yeah, or you have finished. You have finished. Wait, Mark. Tress, what's up? You want to know what happened to Hero? Don't worry, he didn't die. We'll talk about this more. We'll talk about this more on Friday. Now, if you would like to find out, no, I'm joking. Yeah, become a premium subscriber. We need your support. Become a premium subscriber. Go to the website, no, I'll do this. HTTP. Ching, ding, ding, www.smrt.me/smart/live. And I will put this in the chat again. The class has finished, Jorge. The class has finished, not have finished. We have finished, right? That's the verb. Or we are finished. That's an adjective. Do you guys understand that? We will talk a little bit more about the past perfect. Because the last thing I'll say is when we use adjectives, we use the verb be, and be is a stative verb. And I want to talk more about stative verbs because a lot of people made mistakes in the chat about this one. Remember the story? A lot of people chose was having, but this is not possible because this meaning of have is a state verb. So I want to talk about that more on Friday. But guys, I have to go. I have to go to work. So, well, my other job. So, guys, I love you, and keep joining our Smart Live classes. Josh has a class later today if it's not too late. Sean has a class on Thursday, and then my class will continue on Friday. Bye, guys. See you.